Hello students, today we are going to study about respiration. Now respiration is a biological process in which food is broken down and the energy is released. So we are going to study respiration, and before that we are going to study two activities, activity 6.4 and activity 6.5. So what is activity 6.4? Now as written here and in your NCERT, the first step is take some freshly prepared lime water. Now what is lime water? Lime water is calcium hydroxide. So why we have to take freshly prepared, that I will tell you after the end of this activity. Okay, now blow air through this lime water. So you can see in figure B, the person is blowing the air through the straw into the lime water. Okay, and then we have to note the time to see that how long does it take for the lime water to turn milky. And then we have to take a syringe or any pitchkari and then blow the air with the help of the pitchkari or syringe into the lime water in a separate test tube. So we have to take two separate test tubes and we have to perform the lime water test with the two separate test tubes. In one of the test tube we have to blow the air through the mouth, and in the other test tube we have to pass the air through the pitchkari or through the syringe. Okay, now we have to note the time for how long does it take lime water to turn milky. Now why does the lime water turn milky? Let us try to understand that. Now lime water, as we know, it is calcium hydroxide. Now as I have written already here, lime water is calcium hydroxide. So lime water, which is calcium hydroxide, it reacts with carbon dioxide and forms calcium carbonate and water. Okay, now calcium carbonate is a white colored precipitate. So that is why, because of the formation of calcium carbonate, the lime water turns milky. Now in the atmospheric air, the amount of carbon dioxide is about 0.03%, and in the exhaled air the amount of carbon dioxide is about 4.4%. So obviously the amount of carbon dioxide present in the exhaled air is more. So the time taken for calcium carbonate to be formed in the lime water will be faster when we blow the air through the mouth as compared to passing the air from the atmosphere. Now atmospheric air only contains 0.03% of carbon dioxide. So it takes more time for calcium carbonate to be formed. So the lime water will turn milky in both the cases, but there will be faster lime water formation when we blow the air through our mouth, because amount of carbon dioxide is present more in the exhaled air and it is less compared to exhaled air. It is about 0.03% of carbon dioxide. Now let us move to activity 6.5. Now what is this activity 6.5? Now I have drawn the diagram also. Let us read the first point here. Take some fruit juice or sugar solution and add some yeast to this. Okay, so we can take sugar solution or fruit juice, both contains sugar, okay, or carbohydrate, and we add yeast there. Okay, now we have to take this in a test tube and then we have to fix it with the or fit it with a one hole cork having only one hole. Now we have to fix one bent tube. As you can see in the diagram, we have a bent tube which is shown by the red color. Okay, and then we have a green color one hole cork and we have a test tube. Now this test tube contains what? Fruit juice plus yeast, and then we have to pass the bent tube, and then we the open end of the bent tube has to be dipped under the lime water, which has to be freshly prepared. Now in both the cases, in the activity 6.1 also we have seen we have to take freshly prepared lime water. Here also we have seen that we have to take freshly prepared lime water. Okay, now why we have to take freshly prepared lime water, I will tell you later on. Now, what change is observed in the lime water and how long does it take for this change to occur? Now, the yeast is an organism, it will do respiration, and when it is doing respiration, it will produce what? It will produce carbon dioxide gas. So, the carbon dioxide gas will be produced by the yeast, and this carbon dioxide gas will go into this tube. This will enter through this opening and it will end into this tube and it will reach the lime water. And as we have already seen in the previous activity, that when carbon dioxide reacts with the lime water turns milky. Now, so it proves that the yeast does respiration, and the yeast produces, during the process of respiration, the yeast produces carbon dioxide. So as yeast is doing more and more respiration, so more and more carbon dioxide will be produced, and slowly and gradually the full lime water will turn milky. So what does this tell us about the products of fermentation? It tells us about that one of the product of fermentation is surely carbon dioxide. So in both the activities 6.4 and 6.5, we can see that now in activity 6.4 we are blowing the air. Now we take the air in and we give out the air. We know that we breathe. Okay, so when we take the air which is rich in oxygen and we give out, we take this air in, and when we give out the air which is rich in carbon dioxide, so it shows about aerobic respiration. So it is telling us about aerobic respiration. So in the aerobic respiration, carbon dioxide is released. Now in the activity 6.5, now we have this one hole cork is fitted. This is a airtight cork is there. So it is telling us about anaerobic respiration. So in the anaerobic respiration also carbon dioxide is released. So in both the cases, whether it is aerobic respiration or it is anaerobic respiration, in both the cases carbon dioxide is produced. Now let us talk about why we have to take freshly prepared lime water. Now if we take a old lime water, it has already reacted with the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere and it is already milky. It will be already milky, so we will not get the desired result. So that is why we are taking freshly prepared lime water in both the activities. So you should remember, this is a precaution, that we should take freshly prepared lime water to get the proper desired result with both the activities, to show that carbon dioxide is the gas which is released during the process of respiration. Now we will study more about aerobic and anaerobic respiration and about respiration in the next class. I hope you have understood these two activities. Thank you, students.